Hello everyone. Um, it's been a year. I want to make this video for all the people who have supported me on my channel throughout this whole year. When I started making this channel, where I started posting about my denture journey. I know I haven't been updating as much. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bad at YouTube. But all the love and support you guys have shown, and all the questions and everything, and all the help that you guys have brought to me has really helped me out. Like, I don't need a million or anything like that. Like, you guys helped me out a lot. As you can tell, I moved. This is not my stuff. I can promise you that. I'm a Packers fan for life. But and it is late at night. It's probably near 12 a.m. and I don't have my teeth in because I got them getting cleaned right now. But the main thing I want to make about this video, and why I want to make this video, was just to talk about my progression, you know? Just to even help out people who are nervous about getting dentures or anything, and like think about how their life would change. Bro, my life has changed for the better. I started off in February where I was feeling the worst kind of pain. I had multiple issues with my head. It was bothering me like crazy and even nearly dragged me to death. I went to the dentist. They couldn't do nothing. Said, you're gonna need dentures. You know, it's the scariest thing for anyone to feel, to hear from the dental stuff, is that your teeth are unsavable. We have to get you dentures. And I felt that power. I felt that power and energy when I felt that. Like my life was gonna turn upside down. Because I had to go down this long, painful road to be normal again. The biggest thing about that is, it's not that long. It really isn't. Like, you deal with 1 month. Alright, 1 month you struggle to eat, you eat your pudding or yogurt, your whatever, your applesauce. You'll move past that. And in fact, you can look back and laugh at it. Honestly, I was, like, after 2 weeks when I was doing that stuff, I was like, dang, when am I going to eat again? But it wasn't killing me, you know? Like, in fact, it promoted me to be healthier. It promoted me to be healthier into my kind of mental cycle. I started hitting the gym for the first time. I still hit the gym to this day, and honestly, I felt better than ever. I don't hit it every day. I'm not gonna lie. I cut back. But it just shows to you that you don't have to change your life completely around when you do this. You could be straight up normal throughout your whole life. And if you're worried about people judging you for having dentures, don't. I have never had one single complaint, one single even kind of bad remark about me having dentures. In fact, people have been very supportive about having dentures, or even bring it to anybody, your family members, your friends. Your friends are the best helpful, to be honest. Like, your friends don't care. Like, heck, you can make jokes about this stuff. I'd be talking about, I got that gum. You know what? I'm not going to get into that. But what I'm going to get into is, you make your life how you want to be after surgery. If you want your life to, you know, kind of suck and do all that, you do whatever. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted my life to return to normal. I want to find peace. I want to find excitement in my life. And that's exactly what happened. So, on this channel, I've only talked about, you know, how I got used to dealing with dentures, and how to really live with dentures. You know, how to get it better. But I never really explained about how my life has changed from getting dentures. So, I went to 2 weddings. I was a groomsman in both. It shows the same. Your smile looks a lot better. Your wedding photos look a lot better. Like, I was so proud of myself when I was, like, smiling. I was like, dang, I'm actually showing my teeth. I never thought I would ever do that again. Like, I really never thought I could actually show my teeth in a wedding photo and be happy about it. Like, be genuinely happy that I am smiling with a real smile at a wedding. Like, man, you know how many chicks you can pick up for those pictures? But no, that's not really that much important with the chicks and everything. But what matters the most was how much confidence I built in myself. And even without dentures, I have confidence. I will be in Discord calls, and literally people say I don't sound any different. I thought it would sound completely different. I thought it would sound like more muffled or any of that. I'm talking clear right now. I'm actually very proud of how I've been talking. And because of like the fear and worry that I had before I had this, it got me, anxiety built up and everything. I went through a whole depression arc, especially when I was quitting smoking. It was bad, it was bad at the beginning, but it's always bad at the beginning. It's never going to be, that picture perfect. Oh, after the first surgery, you're happy as can be. No, I mean, you deal with struggles. It's kind of like life. You deal with struggles in life, and life has a way to send you curveballs. But once you get through experiencing that and seeing through that, like seeing with your own eyes through that stuff, it gets a lot better. Once you realize what's causing all this stress and all this stuff, for me, I'm a religious guy. So anytime when something bad goes on, I look around and there's symbols of the devil for me. There's symbols of the devil. I think it was at work one time. I started a new job as well. I was having like most of the things go bad. I look at the temperature. What's it get? What's it say? 666. Devil. After I realized that, they went way better after that. Because I knew God was going to help me with that. But we're not going to get into the religious stuff because I don't believe everybody in here is religious. And you know what? You have the right to be whatever you want to be. I'm not worried about that. We got to pass that aside. What matters is, like, things get better. Once you realize what's happening, you just take a deep breath, calm down, focus on the rest of the day. Whatever happened before, throw it in the trash. You know what? Throw it out. You don't need it. You don't need it. Just throw it out. What matters the most is moving forward through life. And this is what most people with dentures would have to experience, is moving on through life without the real teeth. And, I honestly have been more happier without my original teeth. My original teeth gave me so much pain, so much anguish, so much anxiety, so much like, that's the most self-conscious thing I had was my teeth. And it really held me back from the person who I could have been. And honestly, I love who I've become. I love it so much. I finally got my career job. I went through multiple places to travel. I never traveled before this year that much. And this has been such a big life change for me. I really went out and said, you know what, let's go. Let's just go and do this stuff, have some fun, especially at my young age. I am 26, so because of that, I want to do some fun stuff. I want to be able to live my life. I was able to do that with self-confidence through all of that. Not letting dentures even be a single worry in my mind. Because what's holding me back is my own self. My own self was holding me back. And I'm not telling that if you have perfectly good teeth and you want to get dentures, no, don't do that. If you got perfectly good teeth, keep your teeth. If you don't have any problem with them, keep your teeth. But this is for people who don't have a choice. The people who actually do not have a choice in keeping their teeth. You can go ahead and accept that this is going to happen. Accept that there's going to be troubles. Accept that there's going to be pain. There is pain when losing teeth. You get bone spurs. You got to deal with those stuff and everything like that. And it's a real challenge. It's a real challenge to go through all that stuff and bypass through it. But I'm going to tell you right now, after that first month, you're not going to experience that again. There is an end to all this suffering and pain that you've been feeling. There is an end. It might take the second reline. It might take the first soft reline. It doesn't matter when it ends, but it will end. What matters the most is looking forward to the future. I normally look forward to the present. I literally just stay where I'm at and focus on what I'm doing right now. What am I doing right now? Instead of worrying about my future. And that's another hard pill I had to swallow this year. I had to focus on the future, which is why I moved. I moved so I can focus on getting my own place, being able to afford putting down a mortgage loan, and making sure I can actually, stay with my own income without reliability on anybody else. Pride. That's my pride. I have a pride sin. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm actually being able and have the confidence to do this for the first time in years. I've lived with roommates to be comfortable at where I'm at. I literally went to another roommate's house to save money. And where was I at? The same kind of route. It was the same kind of position that I was at the other house. Because I had that mentality that, hey, I could do this and that and more of that. But it was more and more of the unhealthy stuff that wasn't really helping me. And this year really taught me a lot, you know? So, besides rambling on, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like a preacher right now. I'm in a whole life sentence or something like that. Like I just got saved by Jesus or something. The main thing I want to tell people who are just getting dentures is it gets better. It really gets better. And I could never explain to you how happy I am with my life right now. I cannot explain what, like, the struggles that you will go that have gone through only last a month. Then the rest of the time it gets better. It gets better. That's wild to me. I only suffered once I got the surgery. I only suffered a month and a half after. That's it. Everything else is what you want to do. What you want to do with building your life. You've gone through this huge major surgery that changes your life. What do you do after that? It's up to you. And I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life because, hey, you do you, right? So, that's just what I want to say. Try to get some motivational speak for no good reason. But this year has been a lot of learning for me. I took so many learning curves and really figured out my life with that. And you have family and friends who will support you throughout it all. I'm not afraid to admit that I have no teeth. I'm not afraid to record myself with no teeth and actually talk about this. I'm not afraid, well, I guess I'm not afraid about not wearing a shirt. Ignore me, it's 12 o'clock. But I'm not afraid of this stuff anymore. I'm not. And I could never be more happier than I am at this time about how much I've grown. You know? How much I've grown to accept this. Like, I can explain to so much more than this, but I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you guys did go through all my rambling, I appreciate you guys all for this. And remember, it gets better. Push for the future.